something that I don't know about, so okay.
Yeah, this isn't interesting enough to be fine.
Doesn't matter. If it's not, then it gets cut, and if it is, then that's fine.
Okay. Well, The Amazing Digital Circus.
Yeah.
It is it's an animated web series that is a retelling of I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream.
Oh, okay.
Where it's a bunch of people trapped in a kind of video game. We don't know what it is or why they're trapped there. It's these 5 people who are all there for, like, again, they can't really remember anything about about the outside world, but they know that they're in there and they know that they're trapped. And the host of this game / show is an AI who is trying to keep their minds engaged, because if they get too depressed / not engaged enough, there's a thing that happens which it's abstract. They become abstracted, and they become this like weird amalgamation eldritch horror thing. It's almost over. The last episode is coming out next month. It fucking rules. It's been coming out for like 2 years. It actually, and this is kind of...
And you said
the last episode is coming out.
Is coming out? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, well, this is kind of what this is all leading to. People who have watched the show may have already gathered, but I'm such a... friend of mine was like, hey, you should really watch this show. I don't think you'd like it, but I really love it. And I just started watching it last week. You should watch it. I was like, okay. And we watched it together. And then I went so insanely feral over it because it has... So episode 1 is lightly Has Been Hotel vibes, which is why I was like... I'd watched the first episode before and I didn't like it. And I was like, yeah, I don't like it because I don't like that type of humor. But then episode 2, it very, very... It also isn't. I think it's just like...
But something about
adult
the vibe,
animation. There's a vibe of it.
There's a vibe, not necessarily that it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But because it's like the characters are kind of stereotypes, archetypals of like, those standard adult animation type characters. And then episode 2, it makes it very abundantly clear, like, that's the point. The point is that all of these characters are archetypes. And the point is that it makes you think, oh, this is just one of those other shows. And then it very quickly devolves into, no, it's not. This is actually fucking amazing. Again, my friend was like, you're not going to like this. However, I liked it so much and I've gone so crazy. Again, people who are watching on video might have already guessed. So this is official merch from it that arrived today. I've got a cool hoodie.
Oh my God.
And I've
okay.
They've got
That's
fucking
cool.
jogging bottoms
Holy
of all
shit.
of the characters. Also.
Head to toe.
Oh, I'm head to toe dripped out in the Amazing Digital Circus merch. I was gonna buy I think it was $150, $200 varsity jacket of my favorite character, who's the AI. But they had sold out, so I couldn't. And I was sad about it.
Wow.
It's such a good show. And it's fun as well. I didn't like it. Viddy talked to me about it because Viddy was like, oh, have you seen The Amazing Digital Circus? I think you'd really like it. And I was like, no. I watched the first episode. I thought it was kind of trash. He was like, oh, that's really surprising. It seems like directly your thing.
Wow.
And then my friend was like, hey, you should watch it. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I was like, wow, this is my thing. Because it is a sci-fi cerebral horror.
Yeah,
like,
which is
this
exactly
is
everything
awesome.
that you like.
I love
all the
this
time.
shit so much.
Yeah.
It's like, so everyone there are 5 living people in the world in the series. And then there's the AI who is sentient, so is essentially a character. But the horror comes in episode 2 where they need to do these quote unquote adventures to keep their minds active. So Kane, who is the AI, makes these very elaborate adventures for them to go on. And because it's a video game, there's like glitches and shit. And there's an NPC and the protagonist, Pomni, who's the big clown on the back.
Yeah.
where they're driving a truck and they hit it's like a cliff that's at an angle, and they like glitch and like fall through the world as the car starts going, like in a video game when something hits an angle really weird and everything goes odd.
Yeah.
And they fall through the world, and then there is this whole scene of this NPC being like, am I not real? And then freaking out about it, and having this real like realization like, oh my God, but I have a whole life. And then being like, oh, but I can't remember any of it. I just know that I have it. It's this whole thing, and it's the fucking best. It's so good. Anyway, the finale's next month. It gets really dark.
I bet. No, there's
love it so much.
Just even
it's
just
so
the
good.
concept
Because
alone.
it is I have no mouth and I must scream. Like
Right.
the AI doesn't realize that they're torturing these people. They think, no, I'm keeping you here and I'm keeping your minds active, and it thinks it's a good guy. And then it's the realization of like, well, these people fucking hate me, and if they hate me and they think I'm their torturer, then let's just do it. And it's the best. It's so good.
God.
It's so good. It's so good. And it's really short. It's like 7 at the minute. It's 7 20-minute episodes, and there's going to be an hour-long finale that is in theaters. That I'm like, God, do I go to the theater and watch it in theaters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And it is, and it is, yes.
Of course.
And it's like the thing is that this is it's an adult animation, but it is like very teenage fan base. I don't know if I want to be in a theater, like, with the audience that this show's for. Even though the theater performance is 2 weeks ahead of general release, so you can go and you can see it in person 2 weeks ahead of schedule, and then it's going to release on YouTube 2 weeks later. So
Don't go alone to the theater.
Oh, no, I won't. But then obviously, but then it's like, because Vinny was like, oh, if you're in New York at the time, we can both go together.
Yeah.
Kai, my housemate, was like, hey, if you want, we can go, because my friend showed it to me. I immediately went back and rewatched the whole thing with Kai, and Kai's like, this is fucking amazing. And both of them
have teenage spirits, so whoever you go with, it'll be fine.
They both have Weezer spirits. They're teenage dirtbags. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? How? What?
Weezer spirits?
Yeah. Is that not Teenage Dirtbag?
No.
Which one is that?
No. Teenage Dirtbag is, if I'm not mistaken. Oh God, it's not. It's like a one-hit wonder kind of. It's Ryders. It's Ryders.
Wow, do you know what's so
who I know
fascinating?
Nothing else by? So maybe they're not a one-hit wonder, but I certainly don't know anything else that they've done.
Wow, do you know what's so crazy?
What?
I don't know anything Weezer has done then.
You do.
Every single time people have been like, oh, it's Weezer, I've been like, the Teenage Dirtbag people. And I've just known that as fact. That's so crazy.
The sweater song.
Oh, Buddy
Holly, the sweater song.
Wow.
You probably know
their
the sweater
names
song.
are too similar.
Yeah.
They should
and I agree.
They should
they should fight to the death.
Well, I think one of them already has, unfortunately.
Oh, well, sure. Do it again.
What?
Open the simulation.
Sure, that's
yeah,
Buddy
that
Holly.
one. You got it.
Wow, it's not the same person.
No.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Eagle-eared listeners will know that I'm ill. This is true.
Which I think is funny because I know that I have been audibly ill on this podcast like 3 or 4 times. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's just simply your turn to be
what
audibly miserable.
I don't get it, and I know that is
it's
hyperbole,
amazing.
But I truly don't like. In terms of, like, I get hungover, obviously, but in terms of just, like,
Robin does
airborne,
not get,
getting a cold, getting illness, like, I just don't. However, it turns out if I do get ill, it kills me.
Yeah.
I have been ill since Sunday. It is currently Friday.
Yeah.
I have barely slept. I've had to skip the gym every time. My PT today was like, no, don't come in. Said in his words, it's a three out of 10 decision for you to come in.
Yeah, which was generous, I think. Yeah, that.
And I was so like, I need. Did we just talk about this on the phone, or was I talking about that with Haley? I think it was us. No, I think it was me and Haley. Where I was like, it's my routine. I go to gym 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
And you've gotten into the routine and you don't want to break it because
it's throwing me so hard, and
I get that.
It's stressing me out. And also it makes me leave the house and and I was like, surely exerting energy is going to be good. It's going to be like my body is going to release the endorphins that will fix me. Turns out that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not how it works, even though it should be. On the new human patch, hopefully it would work. On the next update of humanity, it would be like, exercising just kind of cures illness.
Yeah, exercising prevents you from getting sick. The actual apple a day keeps the doctor away.
It'll
works.
Be real.
Yeah, it would be so real. It would be so great. It would be so awesome.
Could you not say ill, actually, whilst I'm here? It's really upsetting and triggering for me right now.
No. Facts over feelings. Your
facts over feelings. That is ill.
Toughen up, snowflake.
If I was to say that's sick, it means that it is sick. Yeah. That is a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. Oh. But I've been playing a lot of video games this week, which is good, I guess.
I love that.
Yeah. I say that like it's different from, my other life and days, but
no, I know. You get, I am significantly jealous of your video game time because truthfully, Dorkspawn has become my video game time. So there is which I am not sad about. Don't get me wrong. This is like, it's great. It's one of the most fun things that I do with my life. But
no, I get it, but it's not
don't have time to play other video games. Most of the time. I will occasionally, I can, squeeze in my cozy gaming a little bit. Like, I can squeeze in my, Coral Islands or Spiritfarers and, stuff that's, low commitment, comfort gaming.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Dorkspawn is my video game time, which is why we're here right now, because I do need to play more Mass Effect Andromeda tonight, and in order to do that we need to record.
That's so interesting. Okay, first of all, hello, my name is Robin. I have played 3 Mass Effect games.
Hi, my name is Dillin. I've also played 3 Mass Effect games.
And this is Dorkspawn, a video game book club. Video game book. Oh, yeah, it is a video game book club. Yeah, where we play video games chapter by chapter. I don't know why that threw me so much. Where we play video games chapter by chapter. This week we did 3 missions. We investigated, the main hub of the world.
Yeah, hang tight. I'm
hanging.
Oh, where's
Nexus.
My transcript?
It's the Nexus.
Yeah. Sorry. So the 3 missions, I forget the names of the first 2.
So it's the Prologue / Hyperion, planetside, what we did the first time, and now we've done Nexus Reunion, First Strike, and A Better Beginning.
That's it. Okay, First Strike. Okay.
So it is stuff on the Nexus, and then EOS, where we went to.
Yeah,
we did some fun stuff there. So Yeah, I mean that's kind of it. That's what we did. Talk to me about your time.
I have notes. I have so many notes. And I'm looking at my first page of notes. And so, okay. All right. I have a lot of thoughts about this game. Some good, some bad, some middling. Many middling, I think. But what I will say is that I am so excited to be playing a video game. I feel so like even just looking at my first page of notes, I'm like, oh my God, I like I can't believe this was all in the same like
I know I have so
like
many pages of
session
notes. I've just
of stuff. There's stuff here that I don't, and it's like I feel like I've played like the same amount of hours that I always play in a week of a video game that we're doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like so much stuff happened. Like there's just so much stuff that happened. So okay, I feel like it's going to be easier for me to talk about my like overall like feelings if we like get into like what's happening. So the very first thing that after we come back from planetside and we resolve that first thing with the planet that was supposed to be our golden planet, which is called something
which
7.
Habitat 7.
Habitat 7. When we come back from that and Dad is dead and we have a AI
Computer
in our head
mind.
and all of that stuff. The first thing after you're made Pathfinder is they're like, okay, well, you're the Pathfinder now. You have to go to the Nexus, which is the space station, where everybody has been waiting for these ships to arrive to start finding our home.
Or less, the assumption is that everyone it will then begin to arrive into the
right.
Nexus.
It's like, okay,
and that's
well,
the place that everyone is going to meet. Yeah.
Right. And the idea is like everybody's like, okay, Habitat 7 didn't work out, but
let's go
we
check
still
in.
made it. We like the Nexus is here. Like, let's go.
A little
and let's
celebration is going to happen.
Right. So we take the tram, we load up onto the Nexus, we take the tram to the main hub. It's dark. There's no one here. The place is totally ghosted. And then we like just find one guy like working alone on a computer panel or whatever. And he's like, "What? We thought you guys all died.
Yeah.
We thought every single ship died."
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, "Wait, this is actually huge revolutionary news that you exist and that there's a Pathfinder here and that a ship did make it." So this guy introduces us brings us back to base where we meet a hot Turian with a voice mod that I am getting used to, but initially
what's so interesting? All of the Turians have a voice mod because no one can do Garrus's natural voice.
I know.
And that is what it is.
I know.
No one's able to do his voice, and they're like, but everyone liked Garrus because he sounded really hot. Well, then let's just kind of make everyone slightly gravelly with this fucking voice mod that we're putting on all the actors.
Didn't need to do it. Still hot, just questionable voice mod that I'm starting to get used to.
Yeah.
We also meet Hot Krogan Lady.
Yes.
Into Hot Krogan Lady. And we meet Camille Nanjiani Solarian.
So fascinatingly.
The most perfect casting I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It's just crazy because clearly he's a video game guy because he was just in Fallout Season 2.
Yeah.
So like, and it was in this, did not know that he was going to be in this.
Yeah.
Very crazy.
It's incredible. They do put a voice mod on him. They did not need to. He has the most Solarian voice I've ever heard. He is a
Solarian. Absolutely.
At natural, that man is a Solarian. It's actually fucking perfect.
Tan, I believe his name is. It's Tan.
Tan, yeah. Director Tan.
We also do meet Addison.
We do meet Addison. I was super rude to her. I wrote down, I was a bit rude to Addison. And then with a big line in the middle, I wrote, after I had taken more notes, I did it again! Exclamation point. I don't like her. I don't care for her.
Yes, she's not very nice to you in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not nice to me. And I am okay, so I've really committed to the character that I am playing as well, which is
Cool.
just like, I have a job to do. It is very clear. My father was doing it. Now I am doing it.
Cool.
Why is not everybody on board? This is the chain of command. Like, I have been given this job. Why is not everybody on fucking board? So yeah, trouble between me and Addison.
So what is revealed is that all these other ships got here 14 months ago. And every single golden world isn't real. All of them are fake. And their food supplies are dwindling. There was several murders and rebellions in the time.
Right. Well, the rebellion is a big. Well, also, is it not that a bunch of the ships also got caught in that, like, kind of
the scourge is what they
the
decided
scourge,
to call
right?
it.
Yeah, people got caught in the scourge. But also, the golden planets aren't promising.
Died really early on. It turns out that there was.
Oh yes, there was a Quarian
in our community, but then it's also said in this game, because apparently this was supposed to be a DLC, but the game performed so poorly they just turned it into a book instead. With the Quarians, it's not Ket, it's the Drell.
Yeah.
Volus, all those types. They were all on one ship because they couldn't get the numbers to do one ship, so everyone else is on another ship. That got stuck halfway, and then what we know from meta is that they put a huge amount of immune compromised a species on board of one ship. Obviously, illness ravaged the ship and killed everyone. Yeah.
But so all these people are here. The rebellion happened because basically once the planets were decidedly inhospitable and there was no Pathfinder, basically like a decision was made to kind of do nothing and to like kind of put the entire search for a new homeland on hold. Like, a lot of people were continuously kept in cryo because obviously they didn't have food to feed these people. And so people rebelled and went and decided
specifically
to
Krogan rebelled. The Krogan all rebelled. They were the ones to do it. Also mainly because the top 7 leaders died.
I thought the Krogan were used to squash the rebellion.
No, the Krogan all did a mutiny and they all left. It's why there's only one Krogan aboard.
Okay.
The leader.
Okay. There's also a thing where never mind then.
No, go on. What's up?
There was also a thing where somebody said in a dialogue recently where they were a human member of the rebellion, and they were like, they said something that made me think I misread something, where they were like, I got hunted down by Krogan for rebelling or something like that. I don't know. It was an offhanded like NPC, so it might not. It might just be a throwaway thing. But anyway, yeah, this rebellion happens.
No, sorry. Okay, rebellion happens. Krogan squash the rebellion.
They do.
The Krogan squash it because they're told that they would be given more control, if they help squash the rebellion. They weren't given control.
That is right. Okay.
So then they did a mutiny, and then that's the second rebellion that happened.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Good.
So there's two rebellions. So the top 7 leaders all died in Rebellion number 1.
Power has changed hands 8 times.
Tarn, who is nicknamed 8 by the Krogan leader, her, interestingly, name is Kosh. Kosh? Kosh.
Yep. Cash.
You can. Cash, is it?
Cash.
It's because my handwriting is so
No, it's okay. It's interesting because I really like Cash as a character so far.
I also really do. Interesting way they got around the genophage also is you talk to them about the genophage. You can do that.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, well, what we did is we got people to like hyperpower our genes and immunity for the genophage. So then in the 600 years that it took, it has they've built up, their bodies have naturally built up a really strong immunity to it. They're not immune to the genophage, they've just have a far higher. It's gone
they're
from
still
like
having
every
high...
1 in 1,000 to like 1 in 600 or something.
Yeah. They're
So
still
like
having a high rate of infertility, but they're...
But it's just that's an interesting way to go around it.
Yeah.
Which I think is fun. Anyway.
Yeah.
The leader, who Tarn, who they call 8, is a Solarian who is deeply, deeply racist. About Krogans. And
a lot of people being shitty about Krogans, which I have a lot of notes about.
Yeah, we're just doing this old dance again, and I'm a little sick of it, but it's
this
fine.
Whole dance.
But there's a lot of cool. Oh, also, talking to Kesh is crazy because Kesh says something that I think is an insane thing to say about a genocide. Because you talk to them about the genophage and the genocide, and Kesh says, "Oh, the Solarians made it. The Turians set it off. They set it off. The Turians set off.
They set it off, right?
But the Solarians built it in the first place." And she says, well, you can't really blame them. And it's like, that's crazy. You can't blame them for causing a genophage on your people? That's a deeply interesting thing to say.
Oh, right. I forgot that she said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I just wrote down, she says can't blame them, which is a crazy thing to say about the genocide of your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a couple of very little things during like the first exploration on the Nexus. First of all, the Nexus is like mostly shut down. They have not like this space station at first is like completely barren in places. There are only a few places for you to go in the first place. It's still like being set up. There are like crates kind of everywhere. It's a mess. But I do go back to see another welcome video from the innovator of the program, Gian Garcon, who I want you to know I was having a bad pain day when I was playing this part of the game, and I was a little bit medicated, and Viddy and I were hanging out while I was playing it in bed, and I kept saying Garcon. Garcon. And I thought it was so funny. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so hysterical. And I even thought it made sense where I was like, she's picking the planets for us like your Garcon would pick your meals. And like she was seating us at a table, at the perfect table at the restaurant. Anyway, I thought it really made sense and really worked. And I wrote in all caps in my notes here, Garcon with the little tilde over the O.
Nice. Yeah. Boy.
Other thing is I wrote this down, and I don't remember if it's from a codex or a piece of dialogue, but we find out that Dr. Liara Tassani's work is extremely controversial.
I didn't know about the controversial. I do know that she has a pretty major part in this thing because she spoke to your dad a lot.
She spoke to our dad a lot. And that's right, because I speak to
Sam.
Nope.
Oh.
And it's not PB.
Describe them.
It's another...
Oh, it's another Asari.
Asari lady, the doctor.
Sure.
The Doctor.
Who?
No. Uh, the doctor on the ship, whose name is escaping me, but we'll figure it out. I think is who tells me this, but tells me that my father spoke and corresponded with Dr. Liara Tassani. I find correspondence in like Sam's portal and in my like access to files and stuff. But I think she is the one that tells me that her work is considered very controversial and not really like legitimate science.
That's
which
so
is
interesting.
Funny because like these are people who would have last encountered her work when we had met her, essentially. So before she ever like, if I have the timeline,
I mean, even so, the last thing that she did was in Mass Effect 2 before the Reapers were even confirmed to be real.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So like all of that, like we say early work, but that was like her entire long lifetime of work.
Yeah.
Before she met Shepard and went and encountered the tech for real. Is like what we're talking about. So I thought that was really fun, interesting. So now we do the first touchdown on
hold.
Sorry.
Hold.
What? Go.
Did you do anything else? Did you do any side missions? I did.
I did a bunch of side. Yeah, I did a bunch of side missions. Yeah, you go first.
I found out that Cora is an Asari commando.
Oh yeah, I did.
Crazy.
I found that out a little bit later because I don't like her because she doesn't like Krogan either, and so I'm not.
Oh, I don't have her on my team. It was just as I was selecting a teammate, it says Asari commando, and I was like, "That's really interesting. I wish I liked you enough to have you on my team to learn more." Kendros, who's the hot Turian with the voice mod, is cousins with Nyreen, who is the first female Turian in Mass Effect, who's on Omega, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
I love tiny connections like that. I tried to, I haven't finished it yet, begun to solve the first murder on in Andromeda, which is a guy, another Turian, killed his commanding officer who was also his best friend, and they have declared it a murder, but you have reopened the case because his wife is like, it literally doesn't make any sense. And then you've opened the case and had looked at it. And I'm like, well, I mean, it does make sense.
But it's fine. So the only reason I didn't bring this up is because part of it you need to actually go on EOS to solve. You need to go on
EOS to do it. Yeah.
But I do want to talk about that. So this guy, this Turian, is accused of killing his commander because he disagreed with the orders he was being given. Because the orders were to like rush in and attack
fight the cat.
That's who we fought on Habitat 7. This is our ever present enemy, as far as we know of in this game. And so the thought is that he killed his commander because he disagreed with this order, didn't want to risk his life, didn't want to die out there, killed his commander, and lied about it, whatever. His story is that he thought it was Keth out there and the visibility was low and he shot and he didn't mean to kill the guy.
Yeah.
We go, we investigate there. We go talk to Tan, who is like, I did a whole fucking trial. I've already done it. Why are you doing this to me? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but it's just like, it's weird and it doesn't add up. Weird. And I want to.
Your evidence is wrong. You basically
evidence is wrong. Like, and he's like, fine, look into it or whatever. Tell me what you find, but I don't like you right now for doing this to me. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I go down to Eos, and we'll get to like the big stuff on Eos, but one of the many things that you can do on Eos is look for the commander's body for missing pieces to the evidence, because some of the evidence is like audio testimonies and recordings from their like cameras in the field and stuff like that, but that's all like incomplete and grainy or whatever. You get the thing off of the commander, and you hear audio that proves that he absolutely did try to kill him, but it was a Ket's bullet that shot and killed him. He missed because of low visibility. So yeah, he didn't kill him, but he tried to, and then expressed disappointment that he didn't succeed audibly on mic. And so then you go to
that's so fun.
You go to Tan after this, and you're like, here's what happened. And well, first you can go confront him about it, and he's like, and he tries to explain. He's like, I mean, he has kind of a
he's got a
response.
point.
He's just like, I didn't want to die.
Is like and he's like, it was one guy over 5, because he was like, we were all gonna run in. There was low visibility. We weren't prepared. Every single one of us was gonna get killed.
Correct.
But then I shot him, and then we were able to pull back. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It sucks, but whatever.
Absolutely. I, Dillin, agree. But we go talk to
this is
we go talk to Tan,
in, I guess.
And Tan is like, we've already had a trial, we've already made a decision, and frankly, this barely changes the outcome of that.
Yeah.
Like, this is not like evidence that he's innocent. It's evidence that he's a bad shot. It's not like, it does not really like.
That's so fun. Do you get the option to not tell him the whole truth? You have the option to lie and be like, yeah, he didn't shoot him. It was a cat that shot him.
No, you don't have that option.
That's a
you have the
shame.
option to tell him straight up, we need to, we have to pardon him, essentially. It's either we have to pardon him, or we continue with the original plan, which was exile. And I'm like, okay, well, I frankly think that like this is kind of a Law and Order character who, I think if this had been more of like he was completely innocent, absolutely would have been like,
sure,
no, we're not doing this. We're throwing this trial out. But the fact that he admitted to wanting to kill him, trying to kill him, and actually shooting at him with the intent to kill him was like, no, it's got to be exile.
Yeah, it's reason enough. Yeah.
So that's one thing. I also there was a possible, we meet a character, Raj, who's like working on a bit of like malfunctioning tech on the ship.
Yeah.
And is like saying that a bunch of like these
the ship is
panels
being sabotaged actively.
Yeah, that's his suspicion. He's saying like it's like a bunch of wiring going wrong, all in these different key places. Something is wrong. So I investigate that. I had to do this 3 different times because I encountered a glitch where the third one would not populate for me.
Oh, annoying.
Bless you to people who post on Reddit about glitches. I fixed it. We got it. Once you get to that third one, Raj is like, I've tracked it. Unfortunately it's going to, and I forget the other character's name. It's a female character, another woman
on our ship.
On our ship.
Because the first one's on the Nexus, and then it leads to our ship. It leads to Hyperion.
Yes. Yes. I thought I was mixing 2 things up again. But anyway, but he's like, but that can't be. Like, I don't want it to be her. Which this whole thing is cute. And so then you go and confront her. And she says kind of the same thing. She's like, I've been tracking this. I've been tracking it, and it all points to Raj, but I don't believe that either.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be Raj. He would never do this. And so you're like, okay, cutie pies. Is it a third party? And they're like, it's gotta be a third party.
It can't be.
It can't be either of us. We clearly love each other. Anyway, you go and get Sam helps you get the description of, or like a partial description. You get some like some feedback, and then you go scanning people until you find a possible match, and then you find the person. This guy, you confront him, and he tells you that, yeah, fuck you, I've been doing it because I lost people in we all lost people in the rebellion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever, go to jail, I guess. Like,
yeah,
I'm just like, get out of here. Like, that was the end of that.
That's fun. I exiled him.
You
didn't submit him to judgment.
Oh, okay.
I didn't you can like send him, you can like put him in front of all the leaders of the Nexus, or you can exile him. And I was like, just get the fuck out of here. If I see you again, that's not good. But again, my guy's very like, I don't like confrontation. Like, I don't want to be doing stuff like that, because he's very not a leader, and was like, just leave, please. He was like, and then the guy, if you do that, he's like, really? It's like, yeah, just go. And he's like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. Oh. I was expecting you to kill me. That's fine. I'll do it. Boop, 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 and he runs away.
That's funny, because when I'm just like, I don't know, the leadership will take care of, we'll figure out what to do with you. He's also kind of like, oh, all right, whatever. Like, I'm just like, yeah. I mean, you tried to kill. I also took an approach where I was like, yeah, that sucks. I agree that sucks. You also just tried to kill a bunch of people here now, today, currently.
Yeah, so
like,
eye for an eye is what you're doing.
I can't really like split hairs with you about this. I also wasn't here for that part. I am here for this part where you just tried to.
It's like, hey, I appreciate that this rebellion happened.
Ship.
You're on my ship where the rebellion didn't happen. We have no part in this. Get off my fucking ship.
Get out of here. So there's that. I also investigated the Pfeiffer, Zhang He, Pythias, and one other system that I forgot.
Oh, fun.
The name of. But I did. Okay. So I want to talk about this.
Okay.
The planet scanning in this game is very fun. I like it. I'm into it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Sure.
But, well, I liked it in the previous game too. So
it's very different to the previous games, though.
It's very different. It's less, there's less urgency to it because no one's chasing you.
Sure. There's also less mini game to it. You're kind of just going to a planet. And
there are
if you look at the planet,
anomalies detected. The ratio of anomalies detected to you just scan the planet and that's the end is way lower.
There is a fun little animation when you fly to a different planet, though.
There is. So, first time that happened, I went, wow, that's really beautiful. I think that will get really old really fast.
Literally immediately. I think I'll be so fucking bored of this.
And then the next time I did it, I noticed that there was an X option at the bottom to skip the animation.
Yeah.
I have scanned four different full systems. I've not skipped once. I actually love it.
That's actually so interesting, because I agree with your initial thing where I did it once. I was like, wow, that's so fun. That's going to get boring. I skip every single time I physically can.
I immediately thought that I would. I immediately clocked. I was like, this is far too long an animation. It's beautifully done. I'm so proud of them. It is so long. And then every time it happens, I go, yeah, but they look at what they've done. And
Look
I
at
just
how
like,
cool this is.
and I just can't help
That's
but
so
watch
fun.
it every single time. Yeah.
This is in your ship.
Yeah.
Your ship is called
Oh,
the
yes,
Tempest.
we get a ship. The Tempest.
We get a ship. The Tempest. I'm going to say this. It looks sick as fuck.
It's
I love the look at the Tempest. I think it's so cool. We get a new companion.
Yeah.
Whose name is
Vetra.
Vetra.
Turian. Hot lady.
Hot lady. Hot, like, very smooth, kind of con man-y. Turian, who I fuck with like crazy.
Very much a soldier.
Very much a soldier. Well, because they're Turians, so of course they're gonna be...
but that's their mindset, you know, very much like straight to bed. Not a judgment call, just sort of like that's what their personality is.
Yes, personality, but a lot of the things that they do is not that. For example, when you start an outpost, you can either make a military or a science outpost, and you can ask your companions, and she's like, make it a science, we don't need more military stuff.
She questioned me on that. She told me that was a bad idea.
Genuinely fascinating. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay, hold on. You know what? We have to put a pin in that because we have to get there because I have more to say about that.
We have a new pilot called Callow.
Yes.
I like him. Different enough for Callow.
Oh, Callow, yeah.
Callow. Different enough from Joker.
Yeah, another Solarian.
And I think this is true. I think that they did need to make a pretty big change, and they made someone still very enthusiastic about flying.
But not horny about flying.
Not horny about flying, but more nerdy about engineering, which I thought was a cool take on a pilot. Because they were like, oh yeah, I kind of built this thing. Like, these were a lot of my blueprints. I'm really excited to see how she flies. Yeah. It's like, cool. But not like, man, I wish this ship was a human so I could
stick my fucking dick in it. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. In your, like, partner cockpit seat, so you have Callow, your pilot, and then you have Dr. Suvi Anwar.
Yep.
Who I started talking to, and I was like, you know what? I know that I have my eye on several aliens, but she is so goddamn cute. I'm going to go for it. And I am talking to Suvi a bunch. And then Suvi tells me that she is religious. And I wrote down, oh no, Suvi is religious. Because I just can't reconcile that with this Ryder that I'm playing.
You don't think a military character would also be religious?
No, I think that because she's not just a military character, her father is like a science like pursuit of science at all costs, and like that's the kind of soldier. They're not like military front lines family. They're like they're bad
the
military,
career military,
but like it's like, okay, hold on, let me try to because I'm picturing like the difference between like NASA scientists and like what is the I don't know. You know what? My logic
different.
might not be
it's
sound.
Different. No, it's different. It's fine. It's different. You're saying it's different. I think I do like about it is that Suvi is the Tempest science officer. I didn't know she was religious. I didn't talk to her. Is also exclusively a lesbian, which I also think is really fun. I think that's a good 3 complicated character combo.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And I like it.
I do like her a lot. She's really interesting. I think the thing with my character is that the way that I interpreted that conversation was just like sort of the approach to atheism and what like what I like to call the cage stage, which is like when somebody's idealism or ideology is like so full of like indoctrination that they are like rabid about it. And I just feel feel like because my writer is like so assured of what she knows and what she was raised to know and what her pathway was, and that like this kind of like we did this attitude that like we do this, we're responsible, and like she's not wrong but she is an asshole about it kind of a thing. And like the existence of this person that's just like, yeah, all this was meant to happen is just like, no, I don't see it working.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I like that. Interesting.
The Badlands. Legend has it that beneath the dust, something old and powerful still whispers to any gunslinger foolish enough to listen. One day, aboard a doomed train into the wastes, 3 unlucky travelers hear that call. A runaway socialite, a shape-shifting bounty hunter, and a retired thief turned family man. Will our outcasts find what they're looking for?
I mean, we're already here. Let's have a little fun.
You really went in there, guns blazing.
I thought that was the plan.
My potions are miraculous.
I thought we were being quiet.
Oh, Stump only has 1 volume, sorry.
Wild roses grow out of his mouth, having filled his lungs.
What's happening out there?
Violence!
Find out on Mage Hand High Five.
And this is very much to my discredit, I think because I've been ill, I was so fidgety during this segment that I did the missions on the Nexus and then I didn't speak to anyone on the Tempest. I built a gun and I was like, let's just get planetside. I didn't explore that much at all. So I have yet to really meet her.
Sure.
Yeah.
I did speak to everybody. I had a beer down in the lower level of the ship with Liam.
Cute.
Got to know Liam a bit better. Liam was part of a disaster relief unit of the army called Hustle. Very funny.
Crazy. I like that.
Very funny. I really like Liam. Liam has like an interesting thing. He has that kind of like, he is like this military born and raised character, but with like a kind of in his backstory, he was kind of unsatisfied with the military unit he was initially assigned, and so he got himself into this disaster relief program.
Sure.
So like he was always looking for something more than just being a grunt on the ground, like doing something different. And so this was the natural progression of that for him, was finding people, new places to live was like the next part of that. So he's interesting, I thought. Then all right. I think I have more to say, but like this is very frustrating, but I'll ask you. We go down to Eos, to the first attempt at a site which failed.
Yes.
We go down there, the remnants of the site are there, so there's like, there's equipment and like buildings and stuff that they placed down there. It just didn't work out because the environment
radiation
was
of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, radiation of the planet is really high. The environment's really inhospitable. Like there's like constant sandstorms, and then the Ket are also there. And it's like, this,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work. Like, we can't grow crops because everything's a fucking desert.
Yeah.
And there's just too much radiation, like, in the soil that we just can't make this work. Yeah.
So we jump down there. We go and start investigating. Well, we first investigate the site. We kill a bunch of cat because this is a video game. And then we investigate. We find clues. We like kind of directing us to this site of interest or whatever. We find a vehicle. We're driving again.
We're driving again.
I'm driving again, and I'm doing it, and I'm not complaining about it. It's fine.
So this is where the open world section of this game really comes into it, because this is a fucking massive map. And you kind of need a vehicle to travel in. You have
to. I did try to hoof it one place, and I paid the piper about it.
You have to grow up.
Yeah.
It's driving a car. It's push up on the stick and your car drives. It's the easiest job in the world.
Okay. Look. Okay.
Complaining about cars in every game. Push up.
It's okay. The cars don't drive well in any fucking video game ever. They don't drive well. They don't follow commands. Yeah, you push up on that stick, fine, sure, you do that. And then when your car is suddenly just fucking topsy-turvying and flipping over itself and getting caught between two, like, it's just, and it's also, there's just like cliffs and stuff, and someone might have flipped the Nomad over a cliff into Site 2, where we go later. Because I couldn't find a way down. That wasn't because I was just like, I can't figure out another way down from this cliffside. It's like I'm on this cliff and like I see Site 2. It's right there. So I just drove the Nomad over the cliff, and then about a foot from the bottom, I hit the little jet, and then
there you go, you're driving, baby. Perfect. That's what it is.
Sure. Anyway, I'm driving in this game. We drive to this site. There's an interesting thing that we discover. There's this tech there. There are these bots now that we're also encountering that are like here to defend
things
the site.
Called the remnants.
Yeah.
The tech that we found on Habitat 7 was remnant tech. It was all remnant stuff.
Yeah.
Another like hyper powerful AI race, from what it seems.
Yep.
We do a little Sudoku puzzle.
I was gonna say that. This is the first time I've liked a puzzle in a video game.
Because it's Sudoku?
Because it's Sudoku. And that's all it is. It's great.
It literally is. It's fun as well because you have a little marker at the bottom which you can just force the puzzle. You can like it's like a random chance roll just to like just to, oh that's it. It's expensive. It's not a random chance roll. To just like be like, I want to be done with this. Just get it done, which I do think is fun. And then you do this remnant thing, and then you find the world's most quirky little chungus of a character.
PB.
PB,
she's
hey,
real.
did you like Liara Tassoni? Imagine if she was 10 years old. and you have PB. Who, it was one of the original people who came. Oh, no, it was one of the originals that came down onto the planet with the original attempt.
Yeah.
And then got so into remnant tech that she's kind of made it her whole personality to figure out what remnant tech is. Remnant is just the it's just the Prothean of this game.
Exactly.
And she's literally Liara Tassoni.
And we have a someone who's obsessed with figuring
someone
it all
who's
out.
Obsessed with it, but she's so quirky and like and being more of a manic pixie dream girl, and I cannot stand her.
She's rough. It's rough. Now, okay, can you help me remember what this is? My notes are bad here, but I remember it being a big moment. During when you meet PB for the first time.
Yeah.
At the glyph site. Because there's also a thing where like you have to find glyphs. You have a cool thing where Sam can via your scanner scan items around you. I also really like this element of the game because it's a thing where you can just scan tech and all over the place.
You get little lore things with everything
rewards
you can
and
scan
knowledge and stuff.
Yeah.
But in plot moments, you can use it to both unlock memories of like things left behind, and you can also do it to decode like messages and tech and stuff like that. So you do it with glyphs. And the glyphs help you. When you unlock the glyphs, then you can solve these puzzles. So anyway, at the glyph site, we get our very first reaction, like timed reaction choice.
Yes.
And I don't remember what it was. My stupid ass wrote first reaction option. I was not paying attention. Because I had not considered nothing that had happened in the game so far. But I remember that I was happy I didn't choose it. But I don't remember what it was.
I think this one is... Oh, it's... I think... Is this not the one where she lands on you? You've just met.
Yes!
They do, like, the anime. She, like, falls into you, and you can either push her off of you as she's trying to, like, excitedly explain all this remnant stuff, or you can just sit there and hear her out.
Yeah, and I pushed her off, because the reaction was to hear her out, I think.
Yeah. Yes, I believe so, yeah. I heard her out, obviously.
Yeah.
Because that's what my guy would do, is just be like, well, I'm here now. She is not an official companion yet. She is an NPC companion where she just kind of pops up where she likes, partakes a little bit, and then goes back. Who was your team for this, by the way?
My team for
Liam and Vetra?
Yeah, for almost all. I think my very first dip down was Cora and Liam. And I hated Cora so much that I switched to Vetra the second that I...
That is so funny. Mine was also Cora Liam, but not because... I didn't switch it because I hated him. I accidentally clicked confirm on both of them, and I was like, wait, isn't Vetra on my team? And then I went back into the ship, and then I switched Cora out for Vetra. Yeah. I like Liam. I think he's cool.
I like
he's
Liam
an
a lot.
Interesting guy. He's a fun guy to be around. I'm not a Cora stan at the minute, but I guess we'll find out. I guess I'll put her into the game.
She's just recently opened up to me as of my
as a racist.
Yeah. But also about her history, which I'll get into more.
Okay.
But yeah. So we find these the like these remnant outposts, these like sites of text with these things. We know that there are,
and we find that they're like
more.
Pointing to a specific place.
Yeah.
So we light a bunch of them up, destroying all the remnants, killing Ket when they turn up and come down. But yeah, they all end up pointing this one central area,
which is in the middle of like a dried lake, and we go in there, and then that one has a grav field that opens up, and we get our second reaction, which I did take, which was like basically like the floor opens up and it's like a drop down for ages and ages. And when we drop a rock down it, we see that the rock like kind of slowly descends, like there's a grav field in there. And then everybody starts to like debate it, and I got a reaction to just jump before everybody decides, and I did it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'll let you know how it goes. And I jumped down. This whole thing is an interesting little adventure. So we're going through this old kind of relic of a place. It's got cool tech stuff where like when you interact with it, it opens up like new pathways and bridges and stuff. You're fighting remnants along the way.
You're going like deeper and deeper and deeper underground. But not by like, oh, you're walking downstairs. Like you're going hundreds of miles down at a time.
Yeah. And then when you and basically like this is like a thing where it's like, okay, this is to basically what we figured out is to unlock the terraforming that these sites already have built within
that's
them.
what these remnants are.
These remnants have been able to do this, but it's been inactive, and it's clearly guarded against, and there are like blockades against doing it. So we want to obviously start terraforming this planet because that was the whole fucking reason we came here. So we go down deeper to do it, and this is like. This part was frustrating to me because this was almost really cool. It just like, I feel like, okay, this is going to be maybe a controversial thought, and this is going to be my first like big thought of this game.
Okay.
This is a game that has copied or wait.
Oh.
I'm right about this. Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I knew this, but I just had a fear.
You needed it confirmed.
I had a fear of
I get
listeners
you.
coming for me. So this is a game that I feel had, in a way that like all of the Mass Effect and Dragon Age games have borrowed from each other. This is a game that directly took so much from Dragon Age Inquisition, but with about half of the writing team.
It's actually, and it's so stunning that you say this. Please finish your point so I can state mine.
So this adventure that we go on, this is almost verbatim that last like kind of adventure that you're going through in Inquisition, the DLC where you're in like
the Descent.
Not in the Descent, the one where you're in the caves and they're flooding and you have to like flee out of the caves and stuff. Because what happens is in this, once you get to the thing and you trigger it and you get the terraforming turned back on, you get everything turned back on, a like emergency like poison cloud, essentially like a trap triggers, and it starts to fill the entire area.
Sorry, it's Jaws of Hakon, is it?
Jaws of Hakon, that's the one.
Yeah, there we go.
And so you have to run out and beat it out. And it is the least climactic I've ever felt about a timed mission in my life. I've never felt less urgent about anything. You run and there's nothing that is indicating to me that we are actually in any kind of danger. You just kind of run out and it's just like, and then when you get to the end, like it seems like something dramatic's going to happen. Like, flashback to Mass Effect 3 when I thought that oh my god, my Krogan son Rex Grunt, when I thought Grunt was gonna die coming out of that, and then he didn't. Huge dramatic relief. This is, we've got PB running after us and it like almost seems like it's gonna be dramatic, but then it's just simply not. It just stops. It just kind of ends. And then we just get to kind of finish our business there. And we're just kind of like, oh, I guess that was sort of like just an emergency trap. But it was just sort of like this. It just kind almost felt like a dramatic moment. And it just wasn't.
So,
please.
This is kind of how I felt this entire game. I'm not passing judgment on it. I have had a decent chunk of fun with this. You saying this feels a little like Dragon Age Inquisition, but with half the writing team. Dragon Age Inquisition isn't my favorite Dragon Age. I didn't like almost any of the open world stuff, even though I did a bunch of it. This is like if they did Dragon Age's Inquisition. If they took Dragon Age Inquisition, like people love this. What did they love about it? They loved the open world element, and they just kind of did that.
That's the part they liked.
That's the part they liked, and I'm like genuinely so bored for most of this game.
Yeah.
There are bits of combat where I'm having fun, but I'm having fun because my guy is cool and I'm doing cool sniper trick shots, and that's like kind of it.
Yeah.
I like a decent chunk of the characters. I think the game so far is at its most interesting when it is interacting with the world of Mass Effect.
Yes.
Which I know is a weird thing to say, but
no, I agree.
Because it's trying to also be separate, and that I do give it credit for. I do think a lot of the stuff that they're adding on is like fairly interesting. I really like the cat. I really love that first scene that we get of them when they try to copy our dad.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Remnant so deeply. I think this dungeon is pretty dog shit boring. I don't think there's a lot to do in it. It's like I'm going from A to B and shooting guys, and there's nothing interesting for me to like play with.
I can feel that I'm supposed to feel like it's dramatic. But it's just nothing about what's happening was actually dramatic.
And it's like, because it's like, a big thing for me is like, whoa, there's an ancient AI sentient civilization. Yeah, we've done that. We've done a whole trilogy on it. I don't want to do this again. Just like, and it's like, I like the fact that there's clearly two different, there's the Ket and then us clashing in the middle, trying to terraform this like planets at the same time because we both need it and both of us are running out of supplies. That is where I assume this game is going.
That is what it seems like, yeah.
The cat is also running away from something and trying to colonize this planet, and we're kind of doing a first contact. It's pretty fun. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Give me more of that. All of the build up to do just another kind of Prothean dungeon is like, it's just so fucking boring to me. I really don't care about the remnants at all. I genuinely got pissed off when PB was a quirky Liara Tassoni just again.
Yeah.
Because it's also weird, right? It's us. We are not in charge. We're a little in charge. We're not in charge. The person in charge dies. We then get put in big charge. We have two human companions. We get a Turian companion first, who's a bit of a mercenary kind of hard ass.
I know.
But who's also really charming. And then we get an Asari who's like obsessed with this old tech. And it's like, this is Mass Effect 1. Yeah. Oh, also, there's a Krogan. Who we also find here.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the Krogan is tough and gruff, and we meet killing a bunch of these remnants / Ket, and it's like, this is just Mass Effect 1, we're just doing Mass Effect 1 again. We're doing the worst bit of the Mass Effect trilogy again. Stop.
Yeah. I know.
Like, there's so many interesting things that not only is in this world, but that you've set up in this game. Like, all of the shit on the Nexus is awesome. There has been 2 rebellions in, like, fucking 14 years or whatever. A bunch of murders. No one trusts each other. There's so much politics going on. And I'm like, great.
Yes,
I love this shit.
I'm having a lot more fun on the ships. Yeah.
And then we drop down on planet and it's like, hey, do you know that there's this alien race who are against you? And there's also this ancient tech thing, and it's like, I don't care about any of that.
Yeah, obviously
I care about their shit back.
Of course there is.
Of course there is.
Of course
Let me have, like, I don't know. It's like, let more interesting stuff be happening. Let us be 400 years late. This is Ket technology that we're, like, morally, like, grayingly taking from them so we can terraform the planet. And let us fight rebels or like ex-rebels, or have conversations with them, or meet them, or whatever. I
Right.
don't know.
Like there are so many things that you've set up that could be more interesting
that
than
could
this.
be more interesting
But
than
this was, it's so funny because I will tell you, I have 3 pages of notes about talking to people on the Nexus, doing side quests on the Nexus, about talking to people on what's our ship again?
Tempest.
The Tempest. And all of that. Like I have 3 pages of notes about that. I have like 3 lines of notes about the actual like
About
main quest
the main
of
plot.
what we did this week. Where I'm just
It's
sort of like
so boring.
whatever.
Yeah, and I'm literally the same. My notes I've got. Admittedly, these are small pages, and I write really big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 pages of notes. 7 of them are 2 of them are the main mission when we land on Eos.
But
Everything
do you
else
know,
is
like, what this is? Like, they're when we're on the ships, like, when we're on the ships and we're doing those quests, there are some things. So, like, I am telling you, like, this is the borrowing from Dragon Age has gone from, like, a kind of homage to a, like, this is, we're trying to make Mass Effect more like Dragon Age in ways.
Yeah.
Some ways I like that the dialogue wheel has more than just a good, bad, or questions. I like that it's like evil, you know, like it's not just evil, good, and questions.
I actually really like they've completely abandoned the Paragon Renegade thing, because that was always bad.
Yeah, there's more nuance to your character creation and your character choices, and I like that. That's good. And when you're dealing with people in the outposts, which also at the end of that, you do get to terraform this area. You do get to make the sites 1 and 2 viable again, and then you do get to establish an outpost,
A big outpost,
and you get to make the decision, as Robin said earlier. Did you make it scientific?
I made it science.
I only made it scientific. My character would have made it militaristic, but as I said, I had Vetra and Liam, and when I asked for their opinions, both of them said that this has to be scientific.
Yeah.
And,
Both of them said that it has to be scientific. Yeah. I think we might have got wires crossed when we were talking about Vetra.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, now I'm realizing I did. I'm trying to remember who chastised me. Someone chastised me. Maybe it's multiple people chastised me when I got back.
Yeah.
But yeah, they both said it has to be scientific, and so then I made it scientific. Because also big thing before we go touchdown. I want to rewind before we touch down on Eos for the first time. I had done a lot of talking to people on the ship, and a lot of people talked about my father. And I had established in my head that this character really just cares about the job, but has a soft spot for her father and her brother.
Yeah.
All these people kept saying how much they were inspired by her father and how, like, they do this job because of her father. And so this moment came where she's been kind of cold to people. She's been taking, like, all of the very direct scientific answers to things, the, like, this is what we have to do, this is the path forward, etc. There comes a point where she has the option to, like, give a speech beforehand, and you have the, like, 2 options between, like, the one that has some heart to it or the one that is more, like, direct.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think at this point she would, like, maybe not because she believes in it or feels it, but because all of these people have told her how important it was that her father inspired them. She's going to try to muster up, like, a real speech. And so I chose the heart action for this speech, and she delivers nothing. And I think that's so funny in that it is bad writing for the game, but was accidentally
good writing
great
for the character,
for my personal character, who tried to give her very first inspirational speech and just flopped
And just
like
fucked it up.
crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That is really funny. I had the same thought where, I picked the emotional and I was like, that speech
Because
sucked.
Shepard gave a speech. Shepard
Shep,
loves
hey,
to
listen,
give a
say
speech.
what you will about her. She gives a fucking
She
speech.
gives a fucking speech.
She gives about 15 of them a game. She gives a speech. Yeah. It's
yeah.
and again, it's not that I'm not liking the game. But there was a lot of stuff where I was like, this is weak. This is weak and not great. And it's the first mission of this game. There is so much left. There's a lot of characters to find all this stuff, and I'm sure it will be okay.
Me too.
And I'm sure a lot of it will surprise me, but this first mission, and I loved the tutorial. The tutorial mission I thought was great.
Oh yeah,
this
I did
mission
like that
I
too.
thought was pretty rough. But I also don't like open world stuff unless it's fun to travel in, and it's not fun to travel in this. But I don't like open world stuff, so that always throws me off of a.
Yeah.
Like I prefer, again, say what you will about Dragon Age. Dragon Age knows how to do a mission. Just like a quest, a contained storyline is where Dragon Age excels.
Right.
And it is something that I do not think that Mass Effect has been able to pull off, kind of. No,
with
I
the
would say that.
exception of Mass Effect
a
1's
handful.
ending missions, a Mass Effect 2's ending mission.
Sure. Mass Effect 2's ending, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know what? Even so, because a thing which I loved about the Dragon Age is that, I mean, again, think of the elf werewolf thing. It really has nothing to do with the overarching story of Origins. It's truly just like you just go and you just experience a cool quest.
That
and then
tells
it's
you
done.
so much about the world and makes you feel like you're a part
and then
of it.
it's done.
Yeah, I know.
Weirdly, I would go so far as to say similar to Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts, where it's like, this is barely anything to do with the rest of it. Like, it's big Inquisition stuff, and that is very important, and it's the Empress and all that, and that is very important. But it's so separate
From everything else that you do.
doing something completely different to everything else that you do in the game, and it's like, that is what's special about it. And that is a thing that Mass Effect just doesn't do, with the exception of the Citadel DLC, which is perfect. Because the Citadel DLC is like, you are on rails. You can't do anything else outside of this DLC, so we are going to curate everything to make it good.
And then they killed that.
It's the best bit. It's
that.
easy the best bit.
Easy. Yeah.
But it's a thing where it's like, the second I realized that this was open world, I was like, oh, this mission's going to be bad, huh? It's going to be an absolute nothing. I liked the revelation of the fact that these were all here to terraform planets. It makes it interesting. Like, why is this here to terraform planets? I like the fact that the Ket is also after this, because then it's like, we're both good guys in our own stories.
Yes, I hope that is where this is headed.
Because the tutorial sets up that with the fact that they don't shoot you immediately when they see you. They're just like talking at you aggressively because you've just crash landed on their planet.
Yeah.
But clearly they're also looking for a way to terraform stuff, which again leads me to believe that it's like they're from a different galaxy coming in, and we're both kind of pincering in on Andromeda, being fooled by whatever has fooled us to come here. Anyway, it's kind of mid so far. I don't hate it. I want everyone to know that this is no Veilguard.
This is, yes. So this is like, so that I was trying to explain this to Viddy, where I was like, okay, so like Inquisition barely got made. Like the creators of Inquisition fought to finish it before BioWare started gutting everything. Like BioWare made it through, and literally there is a heartfelt like letter to the fandom at the end from the writers because of how much like they fought to make this game happen. This is like that barely made it through. Andromeda had a big loss by the time this game came out. And then even more swaths of people were let go by the time Veilguard came out. So like, and by that I mean the writing staff in particular, which is what these games are known for, is the writing of it all. You can feel some of the loss in the writing in terms of like the story overall, and then like just in some of the dialogue also, I feel like is just maybe a little, it's not like bad, it's not like terrible, it's certainly not like, you know, Veilguard terrible, but it's like I'm starting to feel the loss of wit, and like nuance and stuff like that.
I know that we talked about this briefly last week of how ambient dialogue for the Pathfinder for Ryder is for you, even though you're playing a more military character, was still very jokey.
It's very jokey
kept
still.
Up?
Yes, it's very quirky, jokey. It's like there's no.
I was really hoping that it would.
It's not a Dragon Age 2.
Where
no. It's my ambient dialogue is still like I'm very happy-go-lucky, cheery, love everybody, no matter what my choices are otherwise.
Yeah.
Which whatever, I can get over that. One other last thing to mention before we talk about next week and stuff, little things, is we also it's Drac, by the Krogan that we meet.
Yeah.
That we meet at the outpost. He seems fine. Don't know him that much yet. Cora's thing is that she is a biotic that is apparently so biotic that she was like outcasted from human society. That's why she became so
she became an Asari
commander. Yeah, she got accepted by the Asari because her biotics were so extreme that it scared humans, and that's what she could do.
Sure.
And then
they
eventually
have Jack.
Yeah. And then eventually her Asari commander abandoned her, and that's how she ends up back with us.
Okay,
yeah.
Sure.
Other things.
Sure.
Yes. Suvi told me that the reason that we were able to find Andromeda in the first place was that we used Geth technology to find Andromeda. We could not see these planets without a I think it was like a 600-year delay or something like crazy like that. It was like on our technology, there was no way to like possibly predict what these planets would be like. So we used Geth technology to see them and find them. And that's how we could see Andromeda and see these planets within like a reasonable time frame that might suggest.
This is between Mass Effect 2 and 3 is when we launched, which means that they must have started building these ships in probably at the end of Mass Effect 1, which means that they did not get those Geth ethically to join their team.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Also, some people on the ship tried to feed a virus to Sam. Some people on the Nexus tried to trick me, and I'm investigating that. That's open-ended because I need to go to another planet and another system to find out what's going on there.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'll find
that's open-ended. I have no idea what's going on there.
This is just a minor criticism. I know I'm being very critical about this game.
It's okay.
So my positive
that I love
has
that.
been nuked a little bit. I don't like Sam. Not in terms of like I don't trust Sam. I
No.
think Sam is a pretty boring AI because
Yeah.
Edie was so good.
dynamic and so
was so
interesting.
good and interesting. And then Sam kind of immediately is like, I'm sentient. And I was like, okay,
Do you know what the problem is?
I know.
Sam's not sentient because Sam's not horny. Sam is not a horny freak like Edie was. Sam is not, and that is
that's
why I know
real.
that
and
Sam's
now
not
we're
sentient.
talking real stuff. And now we're talking about reality and real stuff.
Yeah.
Edie really came into fruition when she said, I wanna fuck that little man in that chair.
Edie said, I like it when you humans crawl around on the ground.
Yeah.
She said, I like to watch you crawl in tight spaces. It does something to me.
Yeah. And then said, that was a joke. And it's like, okay, Edie.
And she was
put
like,
it
now
away,
give me
babe.
a body.
Yeah.
And so far, Sam has not said anything like that. And I know.
Anything fun. Have you been collecting your dad's memories? I done one of them. I find it an annoying task, so I probably won't do that much of it.
I'm doing as much as I can. That is the thing that I will say. I am enjoying that this is a video game. And that is, I know.
We talked about this on the phone, and
It's a video game.
I admit, this is a video game.
This is a video game.
And I find it's in a way kind of refreshing to have a game that is like, this is a video game. You're gonna go, it's gonna be open world. You're gonna shoot guys, you're gonna pick stuff up. This is a video game.
Yeah.
And that's I've
done everything on EOS. I did it all. I collected stuff. I
should have
outposts.
this week. I've been ill and I haven't done a huge amount, and I should have really done that.
So I'm ready to go to the next place, which is exciting, which is exactly what I'm going to do right after this.
Nice.
So exciting. Yeah. So next week, Robin, do you know what we're doing for next week?
So next week, again, we're keeping it a little loosey-goosey. But we are going to do this is a long mission. We're going to do the AVP cryo deployment perks, which might not lead to anything because it might be a very short mission. But then after that, I believe what I want to do is a Trail of Hope 1. It's the first Trail of Hope mission. If that also ends up being short, we will then do the next one, which is helping Havarl's scientists, which is a it's like another, just like last week was Nexus Reunion First Strike a Better Beginning. This is AVP, a Trail of Hope 1, and then helping Havarl's scientist. If we do a Trail of Hope and it's like, this is very long, we're just going to stop there. If we do Havarl's scientist and we're like, this isn't long enough, we're going to then do the next mission after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I should say, there's a war table. More stuff. There's a war table in this.
Oh my god, there is a war
There's
table.
a war table where you
I
send
forgot about it.
your
I clicked on it and I was
to
like,
do
that's
timed
crazy. It's like an
missions.
uncharismatic war table. And then I laughed
Yeah.
immediately.
I know, with no character to it. It's just sort of like assign people to do this thing, and then you get a
And here's the thing, gang.
reward.
Did I like the war table in Inquisition? No. Did I like the fact it had three of my best friends kind of sat around shooting the shit who ended up being four of my best friends? Yeah, it ruled. It was fun as hell.
Yeah.
This doesn't have that.
This
it
doesn't have the
also is
character
so
to it.
weird because another thing, it's another misunderstanding. Should we do things that Inquisition did? Yeah. Should we take any of the things that are interesting about it? No.
Right.
The characters talking amongst each other, you're like advisors. That's the interesting bit. The fact that it's in areas you've been and lived in for 3 games, that's interesting. I don't give a fuck about Andromeda. Did you know there's a mission going on this planet? I haven't been there. I haven't played this game before. If it was back in the fucking primary, the Milky Way galaxy, if it was back in the Milky Way, I'd probably care about it. But obviously we can't contact that far, and that's not where the missions are going. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Anyway.
It's tough. It's tough. It's some tough stuff.
It is tough.
I'm having fun, and I'm gonna go play more. And I'm hopefully optimistic for some good juice. And that's what
I'm gonna say this. I'm being a bummer.
You're allowed.
I don't not like the game.
You're also allowed to not like the game if that's where we shake out, just by the way. Yeah. I right now am having enough fun that I am able to laugh at the parts that I find
a little
cringy and not good. But who knows where we'll end up with that.
Have you read in the room that you wake up in, kind of like originally at the beginning? Have you checked your emails?
I have. I've checked. Oh my, Robin, I've been playing this game today since 3:00 this morning, and that's not including when I played it high the other night with Kitty in bed. I have done everything. I've checked every email. I have many missions that I've accomplished via email. I've spoken to my brother via Sam. Sam connected our links in our brains, and I talked to my twin brother while he's in a coma. And I chose to lie about Dad being dead because I didn't want him to give up and die in a coma.
That's crazy.
But it didn't seem to matter because he was like, Dad didn't care about me anyway. I was like, I don't know what to do.
That's fun.
Yeah, I've done everything. I've read every email. I've had many rounds of emails.
It's also fine. The thing I was thinking of doesn't happen till end game, so it's fine. Post end game. Post the end of the game, you have to read your emails.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
We'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Do you remember?
I remember. What is the first bit of it? Because I know the end of it. I know.
Make no mistake.
Make no mistake. That's it. Okay.
And that is true. You fucking slugs. You stupid scum.
I honestly, we came here for what? For
literally for what?
And what are you doing to help? Is the thing.
You're not. You looked at Dragon Age Inquisition and you were like, "What if we made this but slightly off kilter and worse?" It was your decision to do that.
Yeah. But you know what? Unfortunately, we're stuck here because make no mistake.
This is a one-way trip. Good.